EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On the counter, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Maher able to put this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Evans running behind center. Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second down, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff coming left, Evans. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing is Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pollard gets it off the option. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Evans running straight ahead. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Prescott on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Prescott now on 2nd down. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Prescott yet again. Being chased out left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. On 1st down at Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Prescott to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A first down throw for Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They toss it down to Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, they'll start out with Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. A gain of 22. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To the air again, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Prescott off play action. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Prescott now. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Play action now. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. And
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Let's go now, let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. I got my car every day. Let's do it with you every day.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Stafford now to throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Again, it's Stafford. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 7. And they'll go right back to Evans. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On third down, it's Pollard. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
You ready to roll?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On first down, it's Stafford. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of